Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we'll be looking at one here from Herpa, of course, in 1/72 scale diecast. It is, what do we got? We got ourselves a Lockheed Martin F-16AM from the solo display team from the Belgian Air Force. So now this aircraft would be actually given a special paint scheme, of course, over the whole airframe, and it would be named the Blizzard scheme. Now the aircraft's call sign would also be Blizzard as well. Now, being a display aircraft, I can't imagine there's much to it, so let's check it out. So let's have a little look. Obviously, it's just got some landing gear options there, some instructions, and probably some gear bay doors are going by that. I'll take this out. There won't be any ordnance. From the looks of it, there's no stand or anything either. We'll move this out of the way. So let's get this open, of course. All right, that wasn't too hard. So we've got the instructions. It does tease you with a picture of a stand, which you'll have to buy, as it says, not included. You'll have to buy that separately, so it is pretty easy. Well, it does have... No, it doesn't have anything else to put on except for the landing gear options, so yeah. So you've got in the little baggie here, that is... okay, we've got the gear bay doors for when it's gear down, and a pitot tube, of course. And then you've got your little module for the gear down, which is all one piece, as you can see, if it'll focus for us. And then you've got the same for the nose wheel, which is, yeah, pretty good. The usual stuff. Now let us see if we can get this out. I bought this just recently. It's second-hand, so it is a bit of an old release, if I do recall right. Now, I think Hobbymaster do this version as well, but let's have a little look at this one. I got it really cheap too, so I was sort of lucky to score it. Let's see if we can actually fit this pitot tube in. This will be fun. Oh shit, I actually got it. I thought I was going to have about 100 attempts trying to do it on camera. Yeah, all right. So it does, well, it does look to have a pilot figure sleeping inside the cabin there. Let's have a little look if we can get that open. He is sort of squished in there. We'll take him out. So that is your generic pilot figure there that they usually have, if it'll focus on that, which doesn't bloody want to. Come on, have a little look. There you go, boo. All right. So these canopies stay open nicely, which is really nice. And it does look pretty cool. So if we zoom in, we'll see if we can see any cockpit details, whatever they got there. So it's pretty dark inside there. Can't really see any gauge details or anything. But you can see some pilot details, I think, on the canopy. It's hard to sort of see. There's some beautiful texture on the model itself, like all the rivets and everything. The actual livery itself looks pretty cool. Definitely. It's got some reasonable engine detail, if you can check out in there, which does look very nice. We'll flip it over. Whoa. The livery goes throughout the whole aircraft. It does look absolutely awesome though. Just be careful of the nose section there. There's some antennas that will be easy to knock off. Does look pretty cool though. Very, very nice. And of course, you do want to put it on the stand, which you don't get. So that is just one of those things. There is a little bit of rudder movement too, if you like to move your rudders around. The stabilators move as well, if you like to move those around. Air brakes don't open or anything, but that is no biggie on my side of things. But yeah, that does look absolutely nice. 100%. I reckon we set this up for gear down, so we can actually, yeah, put it down. All right, let's go do that right now. All right, here we have it set up in gear down. It was very straightforward. The wheels do roll, and quite solid. They don't drop out, so it's not fragile or anything, which is really cool. You do put your pieces in, which is very straightforward. Now with the nose wheel, it's just the one piece and then a gear bay door that you do have to put in. So that's 2 pieces for the nose wheel. There's 3 pieces for the main gear. You put your main sort of module piece in, and then the gear bay doors are individual pieces that you do drop in. Very straightforward, no hassles. There's a little bit of nice detail in there, which is always good, and it does set up really, really nicely. And that is your awesome looking F-16 from the Belgian display team, and it does look fantastic. And as you saw, added bonus, you can roll it around if you feel like it. All right, let's throw this on to the scales and see how much a Herpa F-16 does weigh, and we'll put it there. As I said, I think Hobbymaster do this exact sort of livery. I don't obviously have that, otherwise I would have done a comparison. But we do have 238 grams, which is a nice enough weight for this little Viper, of course. All right, let us wind up the video. Now, don't forget, of course, if you enjoy looking at this, I will take some photos and throw them at the end so you can check it out without my sausage fingers all over it as per usual. And if you don't care about the photos, well, click over to the next video. And if you did find this a little bit helpful, some of those my way would be pretty cool of you to do as well. And don't forget, drop a comment below if you've got something to say about what you've seen today. And bang, hit that subscribe button if you're one of those watching that have yet to do that. And as always, I will not finish a video without thanking you, yes, you guys, for dropping past to the channel and checking out another one of my videos. I hope you did enjoy what you saw today. All right, so happy hunting, of course, for your next model, and you all have an awesome sauce rest of your day. Cheers, everyone.